Following immediately on this, to me, supernatural phenomenon, came another startling discovery. My friend said, "I see another female form. She is of a taller and fuller presence than your mother, a handsome, commanding woman with a full open brow, large, clear, blue-gray eyes, straight nose, beautifully shaped lips and mouth, and a full, rounded chin. Her hair is luxuriant, dark brown, streaked freely with gray, and worn so as to show a high forehead. The most conspicuous part of her costume is some white thing she is wearing upon her head, and falling over her shoulders. It is a white, cloudy-looking thing, as though made of some light, soft material, such as wool or silk, and she seems particularly anxious that I should call your attention to this because she is not only handling it but pointing to it as something that you will remember." She has suddenly placed both hands to her side, her face has assumed an expression of suffering, and her whole attitude denotes considerable pain and bodily distress. "Now," continued the sensitive, "I am actually taking on, in my own body, her physical sufferings when in the flesh, and they are most acute and distressing. I feel extreme pain in the side, considerable pressure and pain in the heart, difficulty in breathing, with a most distressing, choking sensation as though I am fighting for very life." After a brief space my friend said, "These symptoms have passed, although I still feel their temporary effect. This spirit is again calling my attention to the white cloud-like thing upon her head, as though anxious to impress this particular article of her attire upon your mind. Does this picture convey any meaning to you?" I exclaimed, "Convey any meaning? Why, you have accurately described my late wife, not only in presence, form and features, but as to the very nature of her physical troubles, which played so important a part in her earth life. Every symptom which you describe as having temporarily taken on in your own body, is identical with those which attended my wife, and with which I was so familiar during her lifetime. The white thing you describe as forming the one article of attire which the spirit form of my wife is anxious I should remember, is a favorite white cloud, made of some fine soft silk and wool material she often, or perhaps always, wore on her head on those many occasions when she suffered from attacks of neuralgic headache, or other ailments demanding warmth or protection to the head, and which I remember so well. Indeed, you have presented to me a picture of a portion of my married life so true in detail, and so accurate in every respect, that I am more than ever astounded at the truth underlying spiritualism, and am utterly confounded by such revelations.